Okay, so we stopped here because oh come on. Good. Good. Okay. Take two. Happy Monday, happy Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is we left off before break. Serena is waiting for some reinforcements coming down from Rocketville, or coming up from Rocketville, way over here. So where is Rocketville? There you are. Up. Not all quite up. Waiting for a druid. Do we have an extra druid in town? There's a shaman. We don't have an extra druid. So we have to wait one more round until she can get her reinforcements. So, never mind. Okay, so you guys, actually, well, shit. Where was she? So move out of here. And how unhappy are these dark elves? 20%. Let's buy that grain ring. Let's see. We get a couple of spearmen here, get that down to 10%, and then we'll do the temple. Foresters Guild. Right. Okay, so each unit that we're recruiting reduce the unrest by 10%, by 5%, so I get down 10%. Temple will get it down for the final 10, so we're good. So, these guys, we can actually make this a little bit easier reinforcement-wise by moving her in this general direction towards Rocketville, which is right around there. Just a couple of turns to get here, but by the time everything's been recruited, no problem. Okay, and this is our Goblin Spearman Engineer group. They are just building roads around here. Oh, they're right there. Oh, these... okay. These engineers... Serena just blocked them off from... They're moving over to this spot because they're going to build a road going this way to make a little bit of a shortcut. But unfortunately, she stopped right in front of where they're going to want to move through, so it's going to have to wait a turn. Traffic jam. Okay, galley. Exploring, exploring, exploring. You guys can wait. And the turtles. Look, it's a cave. Cave with stuff you can't beat, so don't engage. And these are the Manticores. I think they've explored everything around here, haven't they? Except for maybe up here. A spot up here. This one spot. Oh, we have a city up there too. A neutral city. Scale Town. Draconians. I was gonna say if there's lizard men, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, the dwarves are going here to fight the Ifrit and some hellhounds. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now these guys fly, right? So how? Oh, we got cannons to shoot them down. Hopefully. Command first line. Might lose a cannon or two, but we'll see. Air conditioner's on. Don't know why. It's not hot outside. Your thermostat is messed up. Ow. My turn. How much mana do we have? 202. So we are going to drop prayer, or the really good prayer. High prayer for 180, prayer for 90. Let's see, high prayer gets us a little bit more resistance and armor against their spells, so let's do that. Probably a waste of mana, but who knows. Okay, hammer. Oh, and this friggin' tundra. What is it? Yeah, it's tundra and mountains. We don't care about the mountain part, but tundra slows them down. Cannons can't move. If they move, well, they can't move and fire because of the tundra that they're sitting in. Tundra is way too slow. So cannons, not super effective against single targets. I mean, they can kill them, but it takes a little bit longer than it should. We could probably take out the Hellhounds in one round, but that's our turn. Of course, he can go after, as long as he keeps going after the Hammerhands with his Ifriti, I don't care. Firebolt not super effective against units with multiple targets. It works, but again. Of course, it's going to take us 10 years to get across this tundra. How much ammo? They got lots of ammo. Well, enough. Robbed. We were robbed. By the time the dwarves get across, they're going to be out of ammo, and they'll be forced to fight us on the ground. So much for the prayer adding more resistance to us, or for us. Stop the Hellhounds, make sure they don't get to the cannons. How getting robbed. Robbed. Just robbed. Hey, stop that. Dead Hellhounds. sure the fire elementals don't get through. Although it looks like the hellhounds are going straight to the hammerhand, so not a problem there. Getting screwed on the damage, or hits. There we go. So many shots left? They still have like 5 shots left, don't they? I guess it depends on which one. Silly elemental. Not much of a fight if we can get to them. No damage. It's 10, 10, 10. That was 0. So once they're out of ammo, 2, 3, 2, 4. I think they have no choice but to engage us, right? No, you guys still moving. It's going to take us forever to get there. But like I said, they're going to run out of ammo. We'll still be alive, at least. How much mana do I have left? 22. I think we're good for probably 1 heal if we need it. And 1 single target heal, of course. Ooh, 1 point of damage. Boo. Whose health dropped? It didn't. No, there was the damage there. So now they're getting lucky rolls. Jerks. I wish I got lucky rolls sometimes. Be nice. Of course, they're closer too. They're probably getting 20-30% chance to hit these guys as opposed to our 10. They're 4 shots. I guess we can start moving up. They're not really hitting, so it's not like we're gonna be wasting or not taking advantage of our shots. There they go. So somebody's out of ammo. So He's got no ammo, so he's going to engage us. So he's got to move one, he can attack, but if we move up here, he gets 2 swings at us. And we're only going to get nothing, so we'll wait here. Same with this one, we don't know exactly where he's going. So wait. Go that way. Go this way. And let him move to us. That way he doesn't get 2 attacks on us while flying, so... Oh, look, a nice little spot to move across. Okay. There we go. So that's what we wanted. Because if we would have moved, we wouldn't be able to attack him. But when he attacks us, we get to swing back. Ta-da. Same situation here. And that was his last shot, I believe. Yep. Okay, so he's got to move forward now. Sure, he goes after them because we want to bring these guys back. We don't want to lose them to a stupid accidental lucky roll. Meanwhile, those stay the same. 30% chance to hit him. We'll take those shots. Got robbed. 20, so a little closer, and next turn. You always trust the hammer hands to beat up a lesser unit. Can't attack him because he is flying, but artillery. And the cannons do their jobs fine.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. Also, please click the like buttons on his videos. You will feel better about yourself. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. So in this case, this particular little dungeon area, it was the fight we just had was just the top level. We had a choice of either taking our stuff and running, which was actually not a bad thing because we picked up 224 gold, 222 mana, the orb resist elements, and an axe of strength. Not great stuff, but the money and mana would be nice. But we had choices either to, leave with that stuff or keep going down. We went down, no more fights, but extra stuff. So a little bit extra money, mana, and an orb of true sight. True sight allows us to see invisible stuff. Well, the hero, at least. So that was a good choice to go this way. Good job, dwarves. Okay, you guys can park here. And our night blades. We need to replace the ones we lost. To a BS encounter with one stupid halfling swordsman managed to kill 2 nightblades. That's not a thing. That should not be a thing. Why so slow to open the screen? Just double checking that we've got them queued up, ready to go. Okay, next. Wow. The game has been performing so well today. What the hell? I even restarted it. Back at my 3 o'clock break, I actually restarted it, and it was doing fine. What's the deal now? Tumu, you are going to the tower. Oh, you're here. No, you're not. Now you are. How is this compared to Age of Wonders 4? Xmifi, this... Well, considering that Age of Wonders 1 is based off of the game that this is a remake of, following along, they're the same type of game, but you're basically comparing a game that was originally came out back in '94, because this game is basically just a slight remake of the game that came out in '94. They increased the graphics and sound and that kind of fun stuff, but the gameplay is very different to Age of Wonders 4, as far as Age of Wonders 4 gives you a lot more choices on what you can do. Like in this game, you pick all your spell books at the beginning of the game, and that's what they are for the most part, unless in these little where we have point of interest, basically dungeons, and you have a random chance to pick up stuff like another spell book. It's like, so, but they work differently than they do in Age of Wonders 4. So that portion, it's, how does it compare? Again, this is consider this the predecessor to Age of Wonders 4. It's not really fair to compare this to Age of Wonders 4, because mainly size of development teams very different. These guys are the people who did this one is a very small team compared to Age of Wonders 4, which is a full-blown AAA title type stuff, or at least they've got a much bigger budget with Paradox as a publisher behind them. The publisher behind this company is Slytherin, who they focus on war games and that kind of stuff. Turn-based war games is pretty much their thing for the most part, but they don't have the budget that Paradox does. If you're of course not familiar with Slytherin, they're good company, and they put out some decent game, or they publish some good games and stuff, but the budgets behind the games is nothing compared to what Paradox has. So you're comparing a game that probably had maybe $1 million to go to it versus millions of dollars. So you're going to see some very different stuff. And again, keep in mind, this is basically it's just a remake of a game from '94. Age of Wonders 4 is a new game. You have a large... Okay, so you understand that. So, now, I'm not saying that Age of Wonders 4 is bad. I'm not saying this game is bad. I like them both, to be honest. To be perfectly honest, the original Master of Magic is one of my all-time favorite games. Top 3, easy, no problem. Pick a genre, still top 3. Doesn't matter what genre it is. It's still one of my favorite games. And this is a pretty honest, true remake of that game for the most part. And I like it, because it is almost a direct copy of the original. It's not exactly, but they've changed some stuff here and there. Most of it for the better, and I like it. It's still a favorite, one of my favorites. But Age of Wonders 4 is a good game too. It's just that it has more to it as well. Like the whole way that heroes work, it's similar, but they're there. How they handle cities is a different mechanic at all entirely. Magic system is fairly... It's kind of the same idea. You have magic that's used in combat, and you have magic that's used outside of combat. There's a skill points related to how much mana you can use in a turn, which, again, keep in mind, Age of Wonders is based off of what this game is a remake of. So you have your casting skills, you have mana, you have your resources and stuff, you have your research going on. So there's a lot of similarities between the Age of Wonders games, all of them, and Master of Magic. So again, because Age of Wonders was basically, if you want to look at it, was kind of like the original Age of Wonders game. Age of Wonders 1 was kind of like Master of Magic 2, done by a different company, because Master of Magic 2 was never made, but Age of Wonders could probably be considered Master of Magic 2, the first one. So consider Age of Wonders as a continuation of what this game is supposed to be. So, like I said, I like them both. I have them both. I've been playing Age of Wonders on Mondays for the last couple of weeks. But before then, I had been playing this on Mondays for I don't know how long. So, well, this game only came out last December, so. So if this came 2 years ago, it could have been a hit. No. No, this game coming out in this era of gaming, it would never have been a hit because it's not modern enough. Even with the changes they've made to the original, they've changed they've updated the UI to be more modern, this kind of fun stuff. But I don't think it would ever have been a hit in today's world, simply because people are friggin' picky. They don't play a game because they think it's, well, like I said, it's good. But if it came out 2 years ago, it wouldn't have been a hit. It wasn't a hit. It just came out back in December. So, it's a remake of a game from the 90s. And they didn't change really the game mechanics. It's still the same. It's not really modernized, really. Other than the graphics, the sound, and they upgraded, the city screen and stuff, so it's a little bit more usable. But I don't think you could say if it came out 10 years ago would it have been a hit, because what games were out 10 years ago that would have been competition for it? Heroes of Might and Magic, some of the, what are the other ones that are? There's so many games that are based off of or been inspired by the original Master of Magic that have been being made in the past, 25, 30 years since then. And they're all taking pieces and parts from it, as inspiration. And then you come out and remake the original, and you compare this to a game that's been made within the last 10 years or so. And there's really no comparison, because this is showing how games in the 90s were like. Even though the graphics and stuff are better, it's still the same game. It still has the same mechanics. Hey, Battle, welcome back. So it's not really fair to say, would this game have been a hit 2 years or 5 years or even 10 years ago? Because it's still the same basic game as it was back in 94. And all you have to do is go back. I've been playing, the Dungeons and Dragons stuff for Kryn the past, month or two, whatever, how long it's been. And you look at those games that were made back in 1990, 1991, wherever, and you look at those games and compare those to the modern day RPGs, and there's nothing, it's not fair to compare them, because the technology that was available back then, it was different. It was very different. Game resolutions, just general game design was totally different, because got to remember, those guys were the pioneers. They're the pioneers of the gaming community or the gaming industry, and people have had 20, 30 years to build on that stuff. So, you could say, if this particular game, this version of Master of Magic came out 2 years ago, would it have been a hit? No, it would not. I'll be honest, it would not be a hit. That's why it's not a hit today, for the same exact reasons. It doesn't matter. You could say, because this is a 90s game. Your first console was an Atari 2500, 2600. I don't think there was a 2500. But my first gaming console was a 2600 as well. My first Atari, yeah. So, but yeah. So it's like saying, if they put Space Invaders, the Space Invaders that you had for the Atari 2600 back in the late 70s, if you release that game now, would it be a hit? Hell no, it would not be a hit. If nobody knew what it was, if it just came out, little 8-bit game, put it out on and compare it to today's consoles, would it be a hit? No, it would get laughed into oblivion. It's just not fair. It's just not fair to have any of those games and say, you can't compare them to games today. It's not fair to the games of 20 or 30 years ago. It's just not fair. Because again, they're very different technologies and very different design principles and all this other fun stuff. Because you got to remember, they were laying the groundwork for how games are done, how they're built, how they're programmed, how they're developed, everything. That was back in the late 70s and 80s, that those guys are the grandfathers. You know, without them, the games today wouldn't exist. But, you know. But anyway, how's that for an answer? A little too much? Anyway, these guys, guarding that city. Seriously, guarding that city. That's good? I hope so. I tried. Keeping in mind, I am biased about Master of Magic in general too, because again, the original is one of my all-time favorites, and this one is, you know, a pretty good copy of it, which it's meant to be. Okay, you are supposed to be going over here to go meet up with the paladins up there at Riverland. So get walking. Be a few turns. We need our magic roads up here. But we don't get those with the life magic, do we? Or nature magic. Okay, so they're producing the night blades that are going to resupply. Resupply? Yeah, I guess resupply the ones that are over beaten up on what's her face. Ah, you guys. So my poor night blades here. Here, we'll make sure you don't follow them. Want to fight some draconians? I think that'd be a fair fight. 3 Doomdrake. How did their order get mixed up? You guys are waiting there. Beastmen army. Unfortunately, I have to sit here until these ships move away, because that ship, or until we can get some guards in here. It's a temple, get that built. Actually, you take that out. Oh, halflings. Oh, the Fighters Guild is built. Never mind. So, okay, Draconians up here. Oh, they're in range. No problem. And we'll just send the familiar in. Nobody should die on our team. So these guys just sit in here, wait to, you know, pick on them. They should kick this. Oh. Which mana? I only have. I have 467 mana. I should summon a spirit. So, summon life. Guardian spirit. That's what we want. Okay, you guys. So, Bashan. So we're still exploring over in this area, see if Jafar might have a city along the coastline here. I don't think he does, but we gotta make sure. And you guys are just waiting for the halflings to get recruited, and you guys are going this way to see if we got any trouble making lizard men up here. Where did that fleet go? I think it's here. We would have seen it from those towns if they went that direction, I think. So again, we're looking for a fleet of 7 units that belongs to Jafar. They were in this area, but they disappeared. They could still be over here somewhere outside of our sight range. And you guys are sitting there. Some land here. So it's possible Jafar has a city in this area too, but I doubt it. because this is Cherie. I don't think she would have given up this land to him, I don't think. There's our little spirit here to go steal this node. Back, it's actually our node. Now it's our node again. Taking our stuff. Okay, air strikers. And dwarves. Tundra's really slowing us down, this white area. Trolls. We need to build roads around here. Where's our goblins? That's it for our movement. Okay then. City management. So Jagan. Beastmen. Miners Guild. Buy that. Guys. Sawmill. So, Dark Elf Town, Greenery. We got that stuff apparently. Trolls and Foul Ground. I could speed that up actually. We need more war trolls. And all these war trolls are elites when they get produced, so we'll have 9 of those to beat up on stuff. Minotaurs. Okay, so we have 3 Minotaurs, 3 Centaurs, and Priests? Shaman. Priests. Forester's Guild. Emo Rock. Like that. So this city, so it's only gonna, well, we could produce units out of here with the mithril. We will decide on that later, whether I want to do that or not. More dwarves.
Hello everyone. My name is Veronica and welcome to Gimpy's Twitch channel. If you are enjoying what you are watching, please click the follow button in the lower right corner of the video screen. That way you will be notified by Twitch when Gimpy goes live. You can also find Gimpy on YouTube where he posts previous episodes and highlights of the stream. Just scroll down under the video screen and click the YouTube button in the About section. Then click the subscribe button to follow. That's it. Thanks.
Yep, thank you, and happy Monday, or Tuesday, depending on where you're on the world. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, so, just waiting for the druids. Oh, we got a spirit now, too. Where was I sending this spirit? Where was I sending this spirit? Down here? Yeah, so I'm sending it here. Okay. So plains. Okay, so you can take the road all the way down this way. You can actually take a boat over too. I think they move faster than the spirit does. Yeah, the spirit only moves 2. These guys move 3, I think. Yep, so a little bit faster ride for him. So many nodes I need to... God. Problem is just what's inside of them. Nodes on mirrors suck. Okay, High-Man Priests. So waiting for this armory to be finished. Actually, we don't need... So this is going to be 8. That'll be 9. So we actually don't need this priest, because we're going to have a hero leading this army. Do an oracle just because we can, just to kill some time. Till the Tumen, whatever the hell his name is, to get over here with the army once it's done. Rangers over here. Get that up. Marketplace over Litzar, city we took from Ariel. Get that. Okay, so any spells I want to cast. What kind of cool spells can we use from nature to hurt those stupid unicorns? Because we know life doesn't do stuff like that. Earthquake. Method causes violent earthquakes, shakes target city. All buildings have 15% chance to be destroyed. All non-flying, non-corporeal creatures have a 25% chance of dying. We can only use that on city. You can't use it on armies running around, I don't think. Ice Storm. Cause a piercing bolts to attack all figures in a target hex with a 6 strength attack. That work? We'll see. Now it's our turn over. Building all the roads. What was that? Trying to figure out what that was exactly, what happened there. You guys are building a road here. There's the road along the coastline. There, build a road along there again. Then we'll build one on top of the hill too. You guys are... We're building a road. Jin. Melee attack, magical range, teleporting, caster, 20 mana, wind walking. Doesn't really affect the fighting stuff. So, flight is the big thing. This army. We've got flying units, so we don't care. We got... Yeah, I think they'll be fine. We just need to rest up a little bit before doing the combat. And that's our turn. Still waiting for our stuff to get processed. Okay, you guys are waiting to build a road. You guys are moving that way. headed over to Rocketville to get your reinforcements. You guys are supposed to be building a road going across there. Okay. Go that way. Yeah, let's not go through the hill because the hill still slows people down on the magic roads, I think. You guys. See what's in there. Sorcery node. Oh, only 3 air elementals. We actually have a shot at winning this. Huh. We have 400 mana. See, we can web probably all 3 of them. Put them on the ground. That makes the fight a little bit more interesting. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not going to work because you can't use other schools of magic in a node, so we can't use any. Yeah, that fight's going to suck actually without us using magic. So, never mind. We need more numbers in order to take them on. Speaking of dwarves. Okay, galley. We're still doing some exploring up here. Turtles. And you guys. So those are manticores. And dwarves who beat up on those things over here. What's here? Ugh. So chaos spawns. They suck with their. There's death gaze, stoning gaze, and doom gaze. These things are horrible because these can kill things almost instantly. So you gotta kill them with range.
Hey, bag of water.
There's no way of doing that.
It is time to take a break.
Already?
Go stretch your legs.
That's a quick hour.
The stream ends in 1 hour.
Okay. Okay, build on a road right to the tower. And we will stop at hold here and come back after I get up, stretch my legs, get some water, see what Mrs. Gimpy and the dogs are up to, although I'm pretty sure I know what they're doing. And I'll be back shortly. So, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.